Hey guys, Drive02 here. How's it going? Well, it's a beautiful day out today. It's mid-March, early March. Beautiful, sunny. You can see out the door there a little bit. And yeah, I'm gonna shovel out my sheds and maybe clear the snow off my tractors and stuff and enjoy some sunshine. And then I think we'll come back into the shop and well, see what we get up to. Did a little bit of shoveling, so how about while we're out here, a little bit of a shed tour. So this would be one of the bigger sheds. I can't see for the glare of the sun right now, but I think you can see what I'm looking at. My lights came down over the winter. Anyways, so in here, there's a lot of auto parts storage. And the intention of this shed is supposed to be my where I keep all my woodworking stuff. And as you can see, as some may say, the best laid plans of mice and men, they often go astray. But I got a lot of stuff in here that I'll be trying to liquidate this year, or thin down the herd, so to speak. I got some mower decks up there, which I think I'll hang on to them for now, but I got some square body stuff here, and well, they were pretty minty when I put them away, but they were always a little crusty on the inside. But I don't remember them being quite that bad. But if I remember correctly, they're pretty good. The outer skins are pretty good on them. Like I don't think there was actually any rot at all, tops or bottoms. I forgot about that saw blade. This is just a parts fender. That's right. Oh, this is the bad one. That's off of like a 78. And we cut the bottom off to repair another fender. That's right. But I've got two 81 and up fenders back here that are, yeah, they're the minty ones. Yeah, this was the rough one. That's why it looks like that. I got mixed up there for a second. But there's two fenders, gray primer, that I think are pretty solid. There's a tailgate that I think was kind of rough on the bottom. And there's a hood that's pretty good too. A little bit of scale on the inside of all that stuff. Not quite as bad as this guy, but you know, something like that. And I got various shrouds. I got a bumper. There's my old dually rims. I'll probably let those go too. Just trying to take a bit of an inventory right now. I don't know if you can see up there. There's a bit of a nest that someone made out of some of the insulation from that hood. That's right back there. So, yeah, what else we got? That big old trailer hitch. I don't know if that's even worth selling, but I got a good short bed square body gas tank there. A bunch of springs and stuff. And various other things, but some of this big stuff I'm going to try and get rid of this year. Oh, I even actually have the whole rad cradle. I got the whole front clip actually sitting in here. Plus the tailgate. So the rad cradle I think was pretty rusty though. It was as if someone had replaced all the sheet metal at some time, but the rad cradle was just patched up with some angle iron, so it's not the best. But I mean, it's there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna Kijiji list most of this stuff in the spring. And then maybe one day I can actually store things like, oh, this table saw that's sitting outside, or my other cut-off saw. I've got a wood lathe that needs a home. Part of my springtime liquidation is going to include quite possibly this little tractor here. That blue one. And I have another little red rider around the corner there. So that's 3 that might leave the herd this year. But my Craftsman loader, which is no longer running, but it will stay. And there's a Chinese excavator sitting there that's going to stay. And the 63 MTD, which is in there, will definitely be staying. So this is a garden shed. I kind of had it organized at one time. It's not that bad, but it's a bit cluttery right now. And I got a tower of buckets here, but it's a good spot to keep my buckets. Yeah, all my yard and garden stuff, and there's a chainsaw and lawnmower, shovels, and all my yard equipment, weed eaters that don't run, chainsaws that no longer run, sprayers and chemicals and stuff. That's primarily what I built this little addition for, because, well, I never had room for this stuff otherwise. The infamous Arrow Metal Shed. A shed that has more views on my channel than any other video. So I keep a lot of small engines and small engine related stuff in here. I welded up this pump housing. Someone let it freeze one winter. Hasn't cracked yet. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff in here. I could probably part with some of them. Yeah, I mean, I want to use all this stuff on projects one day, but got to realize that I can't get around to all of them, and there's always going to be more too, right? This thing I really wanted to use this year, but I had a really hard time getting it running. And then right at the end of the year when I went to put it away, it fired up on me. It started one pole for some reason, so that was, you know, a little bit annoying, but you know, it gives me hope. But at the same time, when I did get it running, the bottom, whatever you call that, where you put the twine, it actually blew apart and blew off and went flying through the grass. So I guess I put it back. I really can't remember if I lost any pieces to it or not. But I guess I might part with that. I don't know. I'll think about that. And I have a tiller, old Sears tiller in here that I used it once maybe, and restored it, used it once, and then went to use it another time and wouldn't start. And, oh, you know what? There's a snowblower in here. I meant to sell that this winter, and I actually forgot all about it. It's an electric plug-in. That's funny, because I was actually considering buying an electric snowblower. Jeez, yeah, I totally forgot about that thing. It just needs one of the handle brackets repaired, but yeah, I was going to sell that, and I totally spaced on that. And I got some ATV tires and stuff, and there is my beloved 1963 MTD Lawn Flight. Originally 5 horsepower, but it's got the big 6 in it now. 1 speed forward, 1 speed reverse. Throws grass like crazy. This thing does run and drive, but it threw the drive belt, or was it the drive belt? No, it threw the oh, I can't remember. It was one of these. It was either this belt for the mower that's twisted underneath, or it's the drive belt to this transmission. I forget. But either way, you gotta take the deck off, and so you gotta pull the blade off, take the deck off, but to get at it to fix it. So it probably was this belt. Yeah, I believe it was the drive belt, because the old clutch and all the tensioner pulleys and stuff are, you know, everything's worn out and bent on it a little bit, and I guess they weren't quite all in line, and it caused the belt to, you know, flip inside out or something and come off, and did something weird. So I parked it, but I should get it going again. I would like to. I got a bunch of 2-stroke stuff there. I have a hard time with those things. Don't really like them. But yeah, that's what this shed is. This is actually a complete spare lawnmower standing up there. A good one. I should use it, but my old lawnmower just won't die, so. I got some snowblower engines, and got a winch here for my big mine shaft project. Oh yeah, I should show you that sometime too. Maybe. Let's see, I got an old Wisconsin there, and you know, I should probably sell that big engine that's in there. And there's a big old welder that doesn't quite work right anymore. The antique Clinton generator. I don't even know what's back and behind the lawnmower, if anything. Oh, a Briggs & Stratton generator that runs, but I think it needs a condenser, because it'll start, but it's a real bear to start. So if anyone's familiar with the works of Fred Dibna, you might understand what this is. And actually, so this shed we're standing in on the back of my shop, I intend to turn into a bit of a blacksmithing area. And that little shed in front of us there, I've got the tank sitting there, and that's supposed to be bit of a boiler house steam engine shed that I was gonna have in addition to this blacksmithing area, and then the mine shaft as well. It would all sort of maybe tie in together. I don't know. It's everything's a project, but well, felt like getting out and making a little video for you guys, so thought maybe just as I was shoveling out there, we do a little shed tour, show you some of my stuff, tell you some of my plans. And, well, it is getting a bit late. I got things to do, so I guess that's all for today. But to anyone that's watching, thank you very much for watching. And, well, until next time, I will see you then.